council members, I would like to ask Director Steve Cooper to join me at the podium, and I wanted him, he very graciously agreed to speak about public safety at large events. And I think we all know that the events that occurred just the other day in Highland Park, Illinois, are certainly cause for concern. Director Cooper, if you could speak to that, I would very much appreciate it.
Absolutely, City Manager. It'll be my pleasure. Obviously, there's been a constant buzz as you look at the various media outlets and as well as social media about some of the tragedies that have been occurring just throughout the country recently, and some not so recent. I mean, it's been going on for far too long, but the recent set of events that, like I said, that we City Manager just alluded to in Illinois has really caused a lot of concern, and it's caused some concern, I think, amongst our residents as well. So that's totally understandable. I understand why people will be nervous and a little apprehensive about attending certain recreational and social gatherings. But I wanted to come before council, for the city manager, and for the community to hopefully assure them that their safety in this community is and will always be public safety's #1 priority. As a public safety department and as public safety officers, obviously when we don our badge and we take the oath of office, we make a pledge to this community that we will protect this community with our lives, and we will always honor that pledge. Public safety, like I said, obviously is the #1 resource for any community to be successful. Before you do anything else, if you can't secure and have a safe community, then what's the purpose? I just want to say also that every single officer that we have on this department is highly trained in various tactics, including, unfortunately, some of the active assailant, active shooter incidents. We constantly rehearse our tactics frequently. And not only this department, but also we train with departments throughout Oakland County. Pretty much every single department in the Oakland County region here has been trained in those various tactics, and we train together, and we stand together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to respond wherever and whenever need be to assist any community that may, fall victim to such violence and nonsense. We are always vigilant in monitoring our surroundings at our events, and that's a huge key. But we can't do that alone. I come before you too saying that the community, we've always had a great partnership with our community, and that is really the key as far as partnering with the community. And we ask that the community be just as vigilant and report anything that they may see that looks out of order. Goes back to the saying, see something, say something. Too often we have situations where I talk to residents and they say, man, I saw something that kind of looked out of place, and I wanted to say something, but I didn't really know. I didn't want to waste public safety's time, or I didn't, for the sake of looking or sounding foolish or being silly, I didn't make the call. And, if I could implore you, please never take that attitude. The purpose of our existence is to serve the community. And without the help from the community and without you guys reporting those incidents and let us come out there and investigate it, we would have our hands full. We would rather come out 100 times than 100 times it'd be nothing than that one time you overlook something, and then obviously we have to come out and deal with a tragedy or a situation that we've been faced with just yesterday at the 4th of July parade that they had in Illinois. Just to kind of illustrate that point as well, yesterday we had our 4th of July parade here in the city of Oak Park, and we always make it a purpose to have a strong show of police presence, and that's to assure the community and the residents, we want you to feel safe, and it gives us an opportunity to interact with the community on a positive level. But in doing that, like I said, one of our main purposes is to make you feel safe when you're moving about the community and enjoying the various amenities. And I couldn't think of a better example than yesterday's parade, followed by the festivities with the fun, the music, the food, games in the park. A few weeks ago, we had our Summer Blast, which was a 3-day event that turned out extremely well. And I pretty much had all available resources deployed to that event around the clock from start to finish. There were some other communities around the area, I won't call out names, that had ran into some issues and had to actually shut down their summer festival. And this being the first one that we actually expanded to the point where we had rides, wanted to make sure that it came off very successful. And a large part, I think, of that being successful was the fact that we had a really large show of force, and it gave our officers an opportunity to go out and intermingle with the public. I know the company that actually put on the event Lori had sent me an email. Lori Stasiak, our Director of Recreations, had sent me an email and had just mentioned that the owners of the event had said that this was the first time they've been out where they've had a public safety department that was so actively engaged with the community and coming around, just having a really festive time. They've been in other communities where officers wouldn't even get out of the cars, and obviously it didn't lead to a success. So,
Bravo.
So, like I said, I won't take up any more of your time. I just wanted to kind of reiterate those points. Like I said, I know a lot of people are nervous right now and concerned, but I just wanted to assure you, as long as I'm the director of this department, you can rest assured that we'll never let this community become paralyzed with fear to the point where you are not able to go out and enjoy the amenities of the city of Oak Park. It's a wonderful city. Like I said, I love this city. I've been here for 32 years, and it seems like it's just been 5, but it's close to my heart, and like I said, and we'll protect it with whatever resources we have to. So just wanted to
Thank you,
reiterate
Director
that
Cooper.
to the city manager.
Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you.